Today's cocktail is the Mary Pickford. The Mary Pickford is a rum-based cocktail consisting of 1 1/4 ounces of dark rum, 1 1/4 ounce of pineapple juice, and 3 dashes of grenadine. Mix all ingredients, shaken with ice, and strain into a chilled cocktail glass. The Mary Pickford has a delightful taste with the rum and the pineapple juice and grenadine mixing nicely to give you a tropical base with just a sweetness and a little bit of kick from the rum. I would highly recommend it, and as always, we request that you drink responsibly. If you have the opportunity and you're of age, please try the Mary Pickford. Welcome back to Cocktails and Crankshafts. Once again, it's your guy, the car guy, the killer bee, the car guy blog05 of gmail.com, or on Twitter at 05car. That's the word 0, Z-E-R-O, the number 5, and the word car, C-A-R, on Twitter, 05car. Today we're going to talk about, excuse me, I was remiss. With me as always, my fabulous co-host, Mayflowers. What up, May?
Man, you almost forgot me.
I didn't forget you. I just forgot to introduce you. There's a difference.
Hanging. Dang. That's where we at now?
You know, it's been a while. We haven't taped in, a month?
It's been at least a month, maybe 2.
Yeah, it's been a
every day
while.
Is Groundhog Day right now, so I
Right.
don't even know. I don't know the concept of time. It might have been.
I just remember I said, we're not going to tape again for a while. And he was like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when.
It might have been 2 days. It might have been 2 months. Who knows?
It definitely wasn't 2 days because I'm pretty sure I was still employed when.
Yes, it is definitely. It has been a minute.
And I have been unemployed almost a full month. So
check you out. Really? Has it been that long?
Tomorrow will be 3 weeks to the day.
Wow.
And let me tell you, you talk about Groundhog Day. Without a job not like I was actually getting up and going to work anymore because, work from home, but without a defined task to get up and do every day, it's a little weird. It's a little eerie.
That is weird.
But today we're going to talk about my trips to NOPI St. Louis in June of 2006 and June 2007. Right off the bat, let's get right to the meat of it. NOPI St. Louis ain't in St. Louis. It's in some place called Madison, Illinois, which is across the river at what used to be called Gateway Motorsports Park or Gateway International Raceway. It's had several names over the years. That facility was originally built in the 60s. It was a drag strip. And then they added a road course, and then somebody else bought it and tore all that out and put in like a NASCAR oval and a drag strip and a road course. Today it's got the NASCAR oval with the integral road course, a separate drag strip, and a separate go-kart facility. So this is a true motorsports complex. And you can see the Gateway Arch across the river. It's scenic, located next to a trash dump and a trucking depot. But when you're inside the confines of the track, really all you can see is the track. Because again, NASCAR oval, so it's pretty big. So the oval is 1 1/4 miles. The road course is 1.6 miles, although they have a new version where they can make it as long as 2 miles.
Oh.
They've hosted IndyCar, they've hosted NASCAR trucks, they've hosted NHRA drag. So really big facility, which made it great for hosting NOPI, except for one thing. Like, remember I used to talk about how Rockingham was great because everything's compressed on top of each other?
Yeah.
And the trip from the drag strip to where they're doing the drifting is not very far.
Yeah.
At Gateway, that's not the truth. Because at Gateway, you have to walk all the way around the drag strip to the parking lot area in the back of the NASCAR oval grandstands, which is where all the other stuff is. So, like, you basically decide, I'm going to be over here today or I'm going to be over there today. So, during my NOPI visits to St. Louis, I did not see any drag racing at all.
Oh, okay.
Once I made that trek over there to where the drifting and the car show and the bikini stage and all that stuff was, I wasn't going back to the other side until it was time to go home.
Right.
That said, fun events. The first year, 2006, that was June of 06, so that's right after Tokyo Drift came out, I think. Let me get on the Google machine and do some quick research.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Tokyo Drift debuted in the United States on June 16th, so it was right before, that's what it was. Right before Tokyo Drift debuted. So they had the cars, you had seen trailers.
Mm-hmm. And they were doing press.
And I was still reading magazines back then, so I knew what was coming, but we had not seen the movie yet. But they had a couple of cars from the movies there doing demo. They had like the Skyline powered Mustang, which is always a weird combination because you expect the Mustang to make Mustang V8 noises,
right?
Instead, it made turbo inline 6 noises, which is a different kind of sound. And you're like, that's weird. They just had the demo, and then the second year, 2007, they had full-on NOPI drifting competition, which was a whole different kind of thing, but
right.
Fun in its own way. In terms of the car show and the Midway and all that stuff, the Bikini Girls were my official review on this back in the day, I gave it a B+.
Okay.
And I'm trying to see what I could compare it with. Well, I gave Miami an A- in 07, and I gave Gateway a B-. So I guess that tells you the difference.
Yeah.
That said, it was, The biggest thing that happened was the girls walking around topless taking pictures, although they weren't really topless. They were hand brawing it.
Oh. Okay.
Which I just thought was that's just stupid. You might as well just wear the bikini.
Just wear the bra top.
Yeah, you're trying to be provocative, but you're not really showing anything. So what's the point? But whatever.
And you're tiring yourself out.
That's between them and their local car show crew that they were working with. The hotel was crap. I stayed in the hotel up the highway a little bit. Troy, Illinois, or somewhere like that. Food was crap. Yeah, the NOPI events were not known for their midways. You didn't eat while you were there if you didn't have to. Put it that way. Because normally it wasn't even the full track concessions. It was just some bullshit. And I'm like, why not have some real food vendors in here, like at the state fair, and have corn dogs and funnel cakes and good people want to eat.
Some nachos and fries, some.
And why not have some? Well, I know why they don't have alcohol, but still, if we're spectating, why not have alcohol?
True that.
Because I think, honestly, I really do think it was aimed at that PG-13 crowd. It's like the kids that were just old enough to drive themselves there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but they gotta eat too, and nothing. Teenagers don't like nothing more than food.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand it. It's beyond my comprehension.
Yeah.
But the first year I met a model, and that led to some hilarity, some high comedy, and me cussing somebody out over email for the first time.
Oh yeah.
But not the last.
Because
this watched one episode of Next Top Model too many.
Oh Lord.
And so I said, well, let's get some girls together, and when I come back for the road racing thing next spring, we can do some photo and video stuff. I can do some promotional work for my website.
Yeah.
This rented a building and had an episode of St. Louis Next Top Model.
She tried it.
Now that wasn't for me. That was one of her boyfriend's buddies' thing, for his YouTube channel or whatever. But I'm like, you spent my money to rent a building. Well, she didn't spend my money, but obviously I had to pay her back. But I didn't authorize you to. I just needed you to get 3 or 4 girls that you knew that were models, they'd be down.
Right. You just
like,
out here doing the most.
Yeah, so my professional relationship with her came to a swift and harsh end. Although some of the girls she introduced me to, I did work with them on and off for the next year and a half, 2 years. But just man, I was hot. I was angry. Like, I'd never really sent an angry email before.
Right.
Like, who the authorized you to spend my money like that?
Pretty much. Ain't nobody asked you to do all that. You doing too much.
It's like I could have got a hotel room with a free conference room.
At least.
And done the same thing. They were all going to be clothed, so it was no big deal.
Ugh.
But again, like I said, that was her and her boyfriend and his friends scheming, trying to get their YouTube channel up and running or whatever. Okay.
I mean, it's like if she could have said something. We could, like, if you need to pop your channel off and I need to make some promo, like, we could have worked together and got it done. But...
Right, but she was expecting me to sit there and actually be a judge, like, on Next Top Model. I'm like,
no.
Are you kidding me? I just need 3 or 4 chicks that look decent in bikinis to stand around a damn car.
That's it.
And I just didn't want them to be Asian. I wanted them to be ethnic, but not Asian. Jesus.
Super simple.
Because, you know, cliche. I was trying to have the import racing channel without the import models.
Right.
It made any sense.
Well, without the stereotypical.
It was a horrible crash and burn. I would have done better just like saying, "Hey, import models needed," and having 5 or 6 small Asian ladies show up. Would have saved me and them a whole lot of trouble. But generally speaking, I liked Gateway because it was not far. It was about 4 hours-ish from where I was living at the time. Well, and all highway and easy highway drive. So, you know, not even like I had to cut through Chicago and it was like, nope, all country driving. How'd that go? Down I-74 to Bloomington Normal, hit 55, and that would take me right into St. Louis. So, easy peasy. Was there anything notable that I remember from these events? Models playing touch football badly. I didn't do the freak show either night, so I didn't see any of the foam pit or none of that stuff. I wasn't around for that because, like I said, I'd kind of figured out I was too old to be around with that.
Yeah, you know, that wasn't the scene anymore.
But St. Louis 06 is when I figured out that that's when I started figuring out I was a good photographer. Yeah, because I was like, I've compared my pictures to what they had posted on NOPI's website, you know, and I was like, okay, I'm competitive.
Yeah.
Even though he had a much fancier camera, because he was using the SLR, and at that point, I was using that Fuji 5100, but still in those days that was 4 megapixels, I guess, which was a pretty good still photo. The video it shot was, you know, even though it was good at the time because it was DVD quality, looking back at that video now, it's like, ugh. But
yeah, I mean, a lot has changed since then.
In 2006, DVD quality digital footage off of a, you know, $300 camera was a pretty big deal. Oh yeah,
but it's different now.
Yeah, much different now. But yeah, Worldwide Technology Raceway, as it's now called, conveniently located between a garbage dump, a trucking depot, and the Mississippi River.
I mean, you know,
really, it's not. It's a couple miles from the river, so you can there's actually some farmland and some other stuff in between the racetrack and the river. But yeah, when you're there, you're like, man, that's a landfill, isn't it? That's exactly what that is.
That is.
That may be why they got the land cheap, between it being a floodplain and a landfill.
Yeah, because nobody's really itching to build next to the landfill.
Although there is a golf course just north of it. I've never played it. I want to go back to Indianapolis though. I want to play the golf course that cuts through the Indianapolis Speedway. That just seems like a big deal to me.
Oh, that's
I'm not even a good golfer,
cool.
but it's like I need to go do that.
Just for grins and giggles.
Exactly. Although I imagine it's not cheap. Anyway, that is our episode for the day. As always, thank you very much for participating in this endeavor with me. And
you're welcome.
We're making some changes to the channel, although I'm speaking in past tense. By the time this video releases, those changes will have been made. But whatever. Always trying to develop and grow my content, so look for some different things to be coming. And God willing, if we get past COVID sometime in early 2021, around the time this video comes out, there will be some different content for 21 because I probably still won't be working. If I am, I probably won't be working full time. I will be back in school full time, but I'll have some additional free time to work on the video stuff and the social media stuff. So it should be a more full experience than what it was for most of 20. But to all my listeners and viewers, thank you for sticking with me, and we're going to keep pushing towards that magical 200 subscriber mark. I'm being forward-looking and optimistic at the same time. 2021 is going to be all about hitting that 200 or that 250 subscriber mark. So thanks, everybody, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you for watching Cocktails and Crankshafts. If you enjoy my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to hit the bell icon, and we'll see you soon with new content.